It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season. Along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legend Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Dallas Mavericks at their home, American Airlines Center. Well, for the Mavericks, the lift they'll get by starting the season at home is sure to be a big one. No team needs help getting up for the first game of the season, but there's something about opening on your home court that gives you that little extra oomph of energy. After a brisk
We been living like a party. I ain't tripping.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. To the West, we'll see if the Dallas match can please their home crowds. Of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis. This team matched up so well. And the tip-off coming up. We've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, the Memphis Grizzlies keep facing injuries and an uphill battle in the West, but they do not give up. M.Gasol said, "It's in our nature. We can't quit. We're not going away without a fight. We're going to make you prove that you're better than us." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Gotta love the Grizz. They certainly take pride in their grit and grind style of play. And here we are for opening night, folks. Something everyone has been waiting for. Fans, players, broadcasters, too. Clark, just how excited are these players to get this season started?
Well, as excited as we are, Kevin, because it is something special for the opening of a season. It's a new start. It's a reset. It's a fresh beginning, and that breeds an excitement that's unique in and of itself. And that's really what the players work hard all summer for, is the opportunity to perform at their best during the regular season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen at the guard tandem. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. And it's Gay in at the three spot.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
Gasol a screen. Randolph dishes to Gasol. Kicks it to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Shot clock at 2 from the corner. And that one comes up a bit short. On defense, Memphis. Stevenson with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Marion kicks to Stevenson. Stolen by Allen. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Conley with the 3. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And I'll tell you, Gasol's one of the few second-round picks to command a max contract in his career.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now here's Nowitzki. And no good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Gay kicks to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Kidd. Here's Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got his first basket of the night.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Kidd. Nowitzki, the pass to Kidd. Nowitzki a screen. From about 19 feet, down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Kidd. No good. Good work defensively by Conley. Gay against Marion. Gay dishes to Conley. Takes the 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
Nowitzki with the screen on Conley. Here's Steveson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And that one is good. Memphis leading by 3. Conley kicks to Gay. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game. And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West. He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Stolen by Allen. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. Another miss by Gay. Mavericks trail by 3. Marion with it. Conley picks him up. Kidd kicks to Chandler. The pass to Kidd. Nowitzki sets a screen for Kidd. Back to Nowitzki. 6 on the shot clock. He got right to the cup using the screen. Nowitzki's got his second bucket of the night. Conley against Kidd. In the corner, Randolph with it. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Kidd. He kicks it to Steveson. Nowitzki a screen. Pass to Kidd. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 8 points for Conley.
And, you know, Kevin, Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Nowitzki, good. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gay. And the foul called on S.Marion. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. R.Gay, he's checked in for Randolph. The bulldozer comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's S.Curry in for T.Allen. Conley with it. He's picked up by Kidd. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's Marion. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Right wing for the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Steveson kicks to Nowitzki. That's good, and it's Steveson with the assist. Nowitzki's got 13 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Prince dishes to Gasol. Arthur kicks to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Kidd. Conley's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Marion, and it's all evened up.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Conley, the pass to Arthur. Here's Prince. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Marion. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Back to Stevenson. This one for 3. Dallas with a fresh shot clock. He goes up again. And the layup good by Nowitzki. He's got 15.
Kev, attitude is everything, and I love Nowitzki's attitude. He looks to shoot it every time, being aggressive on every catch, and I like that. Being aggressive on offense when you've got his skill set, that's a winning combination, bro.
Here is Conley after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Prince dishes to Gasol to stop the run, and Chandler sends it back. Nowitzki with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. Marion kicks to Chandler. It's good. He makes on here, guys, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've done a great job of getting hand up on shooters. They've got a lot of solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for J. Brewer comes in for S.Marion. J.Terry, he's checked in for Big Daddy. And Barea subbed in for J.Kidd. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drills the pointer. Conley's got 11 points.
Yeah, and coming off that pick there, Conley able to get to his sweet spot and convert.
You know, Nowitzki, who's been a Hall of Fame player throughout his career, had an Achilles injury last year, and there was some question as to whether or not he would retire. Nice to see him back in action for one more season.
And there's the 3-second violation. Memphis trailing here. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Prince, the pass to Gasol. Shoots over Haywood. Gasol, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Clark, if you're a player on a cold streak, either in a game or over a couple games, does that tend to stay with you and get in your head?
You know, it's been so long since I played, Kevin. I would like to think that it didn't with me because the games came so fast. You're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week. You don't have time to loiter on a good game or bad game because the next one is on top of you. So I typically was able to get on to the next play within a game and to the next game after the prior game.
Free throw, good, Terry. There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Arthur. Curry on the wing. Here's Gasol. Prince kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Gasol. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Nowitzki a screen. Barea dishes to Nowitzki. Haywood kicks to Brewer. On the wing, J.Terry. Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, he's not a high flyer by any means, Kevin, but Nowitzki still can throw it down on you.
There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Shot off the pick, and the shot is good. Conley's got 13 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Barea, the pass to Nowitzki. Terry outside. Oh, good on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Nowitzki outside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat.
The footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard M.Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
Defense, really their identity. That's how they win. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So on the floor for Memphis, Z.Randolph is out there with Davis. Then it's M.Miller. Then it's Curry. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. Terry dishes the Kidd. Back to Terry. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Grizzlies.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
And J.Terry throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open. Well, you know, one thing you can be certain of with the Mavs, guys, is they're going to make the most of what they have. I think Rick Carlisle, who actually spent some time as the head coach of the Pistons and the Pacers, is one of the very best in pro sports. He's a master at putting his players in the optimal position for their success.
Against Miller. On the wing, Jason Terry. Back to Kidd. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
A chance to check out stats for Rudy Gay. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Davis kicks to Randolph. Over Cardinal. That one rolling around and rims out. We talk about the Mavs keeping some tricks up their sleeves. Their mastery of the zone defense, crucial to their 2011 title.
Yeah, you know, zone defense, Kevin, much less common than man-to-man. Teams don't see it much over the course of a season. Part of the reason that if teams play it effectively, it can be a good tool. They knew if they got good at it, they could stymie unprepared opponents, and that's what they did. Just the way they did against LeBron in Miami in those finals back in 2011.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Randolph sets a screen for Curry. Dishes to Randolph. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Chandler. The Mavericks shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. It's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Randolph, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected head coaches in the league, especially for his X's and O's. But Bucks coach J.Kidd, who played for Carlisle, praised his disposition. He's never up and never down, Kidd said. There's no panic in it. He gives you that sense of security to go out there and make a play. Kevin?
I love Coach Carlisle, D. An even-keel guy who places a lot of trust in his players. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
11 feet away, and again, it's Z.Randolph. Randolph's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. And I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
The wide open look here for Terry.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Randolph. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Gay. No good from outside. Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Terry, rejected by Randolph. And they'll keep possession. And it's Terry again missing.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Curry passes to Davis. Now here's Randolph. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Randolph a screen, a baseline J, and it's good off the back rim and in. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead, and Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
Dallas leading by 3. And there's Terry. 6 points for him. There's the screen. Down low. No good from Cardinal.
And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Curry kicks to Gay. Outside Randolph. The feed to Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, and he knows how to utilize that size. He takes advantage of it. And that's why he's able to take his time on these shots, because he knows he has that extra height advantage.
Kidd against Curry. Right side Randolph. Miller outside. Here's Curry. That one a little long.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Shot by Terry, no good.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Feeds to Prince. Over Stojakovic. Prince misses.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
And the shot goes down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. At the elbow, it's Gasol. To the middle. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Gasol. Prince has got his first points in this one. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. And the foul called on D.Arthur. That's foul number 2 for him.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor. And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a M.Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Nowitzki missing. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Haywood against Gasol. The alley-oop. Haywood with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 20 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And M.Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
Conley against Barea. Shot clock at 6. Conley inside the line. Knocks down the step back J. Conley's got 15.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Launches a 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Nowitzki's got 24.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hand.
Outside Conley. Here's Arthur. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
You know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
I tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
And there's no doubt about it, fellas. Nowitzki has firmly cemented himself as an NBA legend. A sweet shooting big man who continues to get it done.
The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Nowitzki's turnaround, an unblockable shot when he's hitting. Greg, he's unguardable.
And even though he's lost a little lift in the legs, he's worked hard to kind of quicken his release. And just another tweak for a guy who's made a career of adding layers to his Hall of Fame game.
Lets it go from 11. Here's Arthur. The Grizzlies with another miss. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Nowitzki. He dishes it to Barea. The tray. The rebound by Gasol.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Prince dishes to Gasol. Stolen by Stojakovic. Here's Terry. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb. And, you know, Rick Carlisle was the 70th pick of the '84 draft by the Boston Celtics, and he's the head coach of the Mavericks now, but he also had a 5-year playing career.
Such a wide open look. Arthur's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, leaving somebody that wide open is not prudent. I mean, you got to expect to get burned when you put that kind of effort forward.
Barea, the pass to Terry. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Terry's got 8 points here in this quarter. Allen with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Gasol, a screen on Terry. Here's Allen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
And the Mavericks call time here. Here's Terry. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Mavericks lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Dave, a lot of offense in the first half, but what does the team need to do defensively?
The rim is what we have to protect, which means that they got to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Dirk Nowitzki was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
As we welcome you back to Dallas. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling up through the first half. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in the game.
In the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Mavericks leading by 5. They've got Marion. Jason Kidd is out there with Big Daddy. And it's Chandler. And it's Nowitzki in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Throws down the alley slam.
A phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Conley kicks to Gay. Over Marion. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Sean Marion. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2-hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoy just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
And the dunk by Chandler.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Gay against Marion from the stripe. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Gay.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's stolen by Allen. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
And how many more possessions like that would they love to get down the stretch? A bunch of them, I bet.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Allen, no good on the free throw. And Dirk Nowitzki last season passing 30,000 points for his career. As Clark enters his 40s, how much longer do you think he can keep it up?
Well, I don't know. He probably want to play until he's 50. And if he was able to, the Mavericks would certainly have a spot for him. But I think, 40, 41, that's a pretty high bar for NBA players. But if anybody could do it, Dirk might hang around that long.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Kidd dishes to Chandler. Stolen by Randolph. Gay passes to Conley. Looking for Allen and gets it there. For the lead. He shoots again. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley. Allen outside.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort. What's up?
And the technical free throw is good.
The Mavericks are in an interesting phase, kind of that in-between, in-betwixt phase. Even as they look to go young around him, they're committed to keeping Dirk Nowitzki in Dallas for the remainder of his career. So, again, a delicate position, but I think they're doing it the right way, keeping Dirk around.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Marion with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Marion kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Marion. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And S.Marion drops them both. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Nowitzki. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead. And there was a time, Clark, when Dirk Nowitzki considered leaving Dallas and pursuing another time. That time is next.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to see. I love to see one franchise superstar. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, it's special. I mean, he's not the player he was 5 years ago. He's not able to single-handedly lift the team to favorite status, but he can certainly have an impact as one of the legends in the game, leading and also helping prepare the next generation.
Conley against Kidd. Conley kicks to Randolph. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. That's now 10 points for Z.Randolph.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Steveson, a screen on Allen. Picks it out to Nowitzki. They double-team Nowitzki. Clock at 6. It's Marion with the drive. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. A chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Mavericks.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to look out this matchup.
Good. Just a point.
He's become confident. Then he is in tight. That's a weapon for 7-footer.
Nowitzki against Randolph. Nowitzki kicks to Marion. And the Mavericks call time here. Well, Clark, we know one thing. You are a connoisseur of scoring in the post, which you're watching.
I tell you, DeMarcus Cousins is really good down there. He's got all of the tricks, and he's got size and great footwork, pretty decent athleticism as well. Karl Anthony Towns, very proficient. But again, I go back to my man Z.Randolph. I mean, he's close to the ground. He's a lefty, and Zebo just gets it done in a way that I enjoy. He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
The dish to Gasol. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. J.Leuer, he's checked in for Randolph. Miller comes in for T.Allen. And Curry subbed in for M.Conley. Out left to the wing. Kicks it to Miller. Out to the wing. And Leuer wide open. He shoots it. Off target from outside. Dallas leading by 5. The wide open look here for Marion. Chandler with the steal. Here's Nowitzki. Kidd with it. And it's Miller picking him up. And M.Miller gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Davis is checked in for Gasol. Z.Randolph is subbed in for Louis. Chandler, good in the assist to Kidd. And that's 12 points for Tyson Chandler.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They double him with Nowitzki. Curry on the wing. Gay outside. Uncovered. Drained for 2 points. Gay's got 8 points. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Stevenson drives in, and the basket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Randolph dishes to Miller. Yep, that one goes in there.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Miller, no good on the free throw.
Well, you hear a lot of disparaging, hating remarks directed towards jump shooting teams, but the Mavericks make no apologies. I mean, that's their game offensively, and that's their story, and they're sticking.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The pass to Randolph. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 12 points for Z.Randolph.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Stevenson drives in.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Curry. He kicks to Randolph. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on P.Stojakovic.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Z.Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
Stevenson drives in. That one good for 2. Stevenson's got 7 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Curry kicks to Randolph. Curry passes to Davis. Hands the shot with nobody near him. He's got this. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Z.Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Curry. Back to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Stojakovic kicks to Haywood. To the paint, stolen by Randolph.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can. He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And Stevenson kicks to Barea. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Brewer. Off target from three-point range. And now here comes Gay leading the break. Here's Miller. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Cardinal. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game in Dallas. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Joerger was reviewing with his team.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball, whether he needs help or not. Be ready.
There's Dave Joerger emphasizing team defense, wanting everyone on full alert.
Yeah, I mean, you need the threat of someone rotating over at the very least. Otherwise, the offense can just cherry pick their matchups.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, they've got M.Gasol. Prince out there with J.Leuer. Then it's Curry. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And that one falls for Brewer. He's off on the second.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
He played his college basketball at Duke. Seth Curry has really emerged as a solid NBA player, even though he was undrafted. A combo guard, he makes shots, and he makes plays.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Conley kicks to Louis. Curry on the wing. Terry covering. Back to Curry. Outside Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol is done. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley's shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Pass to Lleur. Curry on the wing. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Prince. Curry dishes to Gasol. Here's Lleur. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. And there's the call on Chandler. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Memphis leading. And here is Curry. Prince outside. Gasol setting the pick for Prince. Over Brewer. Prince misses.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Chandler kicks to Nowitzki. Terry outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Pass to Lleur. Curry on the wing. Lock at 6. Dishes it to Lleur. Wide open look. That one wide left.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Terry kicks to Nowitzki. The feed to Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
And, you know, Nowitzki has always been focused on improving his team, helping him any way he can. I love the way he dishes to his teammates.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Conley. To the inside. Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. In the corner, it's Brewer. Misses the 3. Memphis trailing here. An even 3-on-3 break. Curry kicks to Conley. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Nowitzki, the pass to Barea. Six on the shot clock. Here's Nowitzki. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Nowitzki's got 32 points in the game. Conley dishes to J.Leuer. They set the pick. Back to Conley. With some arc. Goes back up. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They are just killing on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
S.Marion, he's checked in for Dallas. Kidd comes in for J.J.Barea. Tony Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Chandler against Gasol. Over Chandler, and it comes off the front of the rim. Dallas leading by 3. Kidd kicks to Terry. Feeds it to Chandler. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. They double-team Nowitzki. Down low. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Free throw, good. Terry. Z.Randolph, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Gay comes in for the Bulldozer. And both free throws good for Terry. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Conley with it to the paint. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Kidd passes to Terry. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Conley with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
Chandler is screen. Off the screen. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Terry. 34 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Over Chandler. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
Terry kicks to Kidd. Dallas moving it around. Passes it to Terry. A floater, and he lays it up and in. And now a 9-point Dallas lead.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Conley, the pass to Randolph. Gasol, wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by Gasol.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Marion dishes to Chandler. Marion kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Marion. Now the pass to Chandler. Nowitzki against Randolph. Offside Terry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists tonight.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Clark, when we talk about the importance of what a player can do, how important is it for a player to know what they cannot do?
Very important. Understanding who you are and what your skill set is and how that fits with your team, critically important. Not only knowing it, but then embracing your role within your particular limitations, skill set, and teamwork.
We've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dave Joerger was just going over his game plan with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Randolph. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Inside, Marion with the steal. It's Kidd with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
To stop the drought, Randolph can't hit. Mavericks leading by 16. Outside Terry. Good work defensively by Conley. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Inside, Randolph. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Marion gets it to go.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Dallas.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Nowitzki.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Randolph, a screen on Kidd. Here's Conley. Mavericks with the rebound. Kidd passes to Nowitzki. Terry against Conley. It's stolen by Allen. An even 3-on-3 break. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Kidd against Conley. Gay outside. Gay is doubled. He dishes it to Randolph. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And Gasol gets it to go. Now Nowitzki. 3 from the inbound. It's good.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.